Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are continuing on with my mission to get my entire home decluttered and organized. I plan to get every single room and area of my entire home done in 2024, and I feel like I am already starting to make a dent in all of the clutter. We are starting today's video off in my living room, and I just wanted to do a really quick cleanup in here before I start emptying my kids' toy box. That is going to be the first decluttering project of the day. This thing always collects so much junk and toys from around the home and the playroom, and I am constantly having to go through it. I do plan on getting rid of it eventually, but with Quinn still being so young, I do like to have it just to keep a few things in it for her to keep her busy while I am making dinner or doing something else around the home.
All that I do is wait for you.
So of course, the first thing I'm doing is just completely emptying out the toy box so I can see everything that is in here. I am also going to be quickly vacuuming out and just wiping the toy box down so it is nice and clean before we put things back in it. And isn't it always funny that something can sit there for months and your kids are not interested in it at all, but the second you start going through it and looking at getting rid of the stuff, it seems to become the most interesting things in the world to them. That was Quinn this day. She was finding all of these toys that have been sitting in here untouched, and now she wanted to keep everything. So I had to sneakily just put stuff into the garbage bag as I was cleaning because I knew she was not going to let me get rid of any of it otherwise.
I'm falling behind you now. I'm losing my mind. I'm blending into the moving crowd. It's like I'm lost in the night. Trying to keep up with the time. Why don't you slow?
So the plastic crate beside me is all of the things that I am taking back upstairs into the playroom to get organized into the shelving unit up there. The garbage bag is of course going straight into the dumpster. This is the stuff that is broken or not working anymore and just little pieces of things that I really don't care to keep. And then everything I am putting in the toy box is the stuff I am keeping downstairs. It is mostly little people and Barbie stuff. That is what my girls are into right now. And to be honest, Gray doesn't really play with any of it. So I'm just keeping the few things, mostly stuff they got for Christmas down here, that is still new and keeps their attention.
Now I'm losing my mind. I'm blending into the moving crowd. Running.
So the toy box looks so much better now. It is way easier to maintain and just so much more manageable, and you can actually see what's in here now. And I was also able to throw out a little bag of garbage and toys, so that is always a win in my book.
In and out of love, never get enough. We never seem to get older.
Now we are going to be moving on to the next project, and I am so excited for this one. We finally purchased a new cabinet for this wall, and I absolutely love it. I think it suits the space so well, and the frame above it is not staying. I know it doesn't match at all. I will be doing a complete styling of this cabinet and the wall above it, but that will probably be in next week's video. Today is all about the organizing. I am just showing you quickly here that I have a ton of new space to work with, and I am really excited to get this cabinet organized.
Memories come back when I'm with you. It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you.
My plan for this cabinet was to keep all of my kids' art supplies in here. I currently have all of their stuff in this cabinet in my office, and it just is not working. I feel like the space is just too crowded. They are constantly in and out of here, and I just don't like the setup. So I am going to be taking all of the bins out of this cabinet, and we're going to start organizing them and sorting through them and just getting rid of a lot of it. A lot of it is junk. As you can also see, my office is an absolute absolute disaster. You can see on the tops of the cabinets here. This is a project for another day. I will probably tackle my office in the next week or two. I just freed up a ton of space in here, and it is long overdue to get my office decluttered and organized. I really liked these clear plastic bins that I purchased from Michael's for all of their art supplies, but I did have two different sizes. I had a larger size and a smaller size, and the smaller ones always ended up overflowing, so I did go out to Michael's and just grab a couple more of the larger ones. I am now just using my Cricut Joy Extra to make some labels for these, and then I am going to start going through all of the supplies and organizing them into the correct bin.
We're falling out, we have reached disaster. Don't know where we're gonna be after. And we do it all again and again and again and again. Again and again and again and again. We're falling down, we faded. But I know that we can save it. Cause we're like Alpha and Omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out.
I feel like when you have too much stuff, it turns into clutter and manages to just find its way around your home. I am so guilty of just moving things from one room to the next because it doesn't actually have a place in my home that it really belongs, and I just don't find the time to figure it out. That's how I know that it is just time to downsize our belongings and donate, throw out, or sell the things that we are no longer needing. That is also another reason that I am starting to create organized spaces in different areas of my home and just trying to make a place for everything. We are fortunate enough that we don't lack space in our home. We have more than enough, but the problem is a lot of those spaces aren't properly organized. So it always ends up being messy or overcluttered in the end anyway. So I am hoping that as I go through my home room by room, that I can just get a handle on it and can finally say goodbye to the things that we are no longer needing.
And Omega, Alpha and Omega. I know we can save it. Cause we're like Alpha and Omega. Even if we go all out and break us down, yeah, we can work it out. Cause we're like Alpha and Omega.
Now that we have the bulk of the art supplies organized and put away, I am going to quickly go through all of the paper clutter. This includes things like coloring books, workbooks, and just pieces of paper that they can color on. I do end up getting rid of a handful of these just because we did have a ton of them, so I was getting rid of the ones that were more than half full. I did also pick up these black bins for all of the workbooks and the coloring books because they were a little bit bigger than the original clear plastic ones. Those ones were bending all of the paper just because they were a little too small, so these black bins work a lot better.
Remember the day when we started talking. We were kids and I knocked down all of your marbles, but you did not seem to mind at all. We took our bikes to the lake after school each day and skipped many stones from the beach, and one thing you said was listen.
I was a little worried originally because, as you can see, the cabinet does have glass doors on it. So I was worried with all of the art supplies in here, it would end up looking a little messy or just not very good. But as you can see here, it actually turned out really well. I don't think this looks bad at all, and I think this is going to be a perfect place for all of this stuff.
Far apart, I know where we belong. Haven't changed a bit in my heart. Your words have never been wrong.
I know you guys see Mac in my videos all the time, but I did just want to give you a close-up of him. He is officially 6 months old and he is a jumbo puppy. He is so much fun and such a little cuddle bug, but he is so big and grew so fast, but he still has the mind of a puppy, which makes it a little difficult. He doesn't realize how big he is, and he is just a rough and tumble kind of guy. He has fit in so well with our family. The kids absolutely adore him, and he was the perfect addition. Between my kids doing all of the crafts and Mac ripping up all of the paper, my floors were an absolute disaster. So I am just going to quickly go through the dining room area and pick up all of the larger pieces. And then I am going to get one of my robot vacuums to do a quick vacuum of the rest of the floor. Since I do have a few projects I was wanting to tackle this day, I am just going to leave the hard work up to the vacuum so it can just get my floors clean while I can get my decluttering and organizing done. I ended up taking a quick trip to Walmart because I decided I wanted to organize our bathroom drawers a little better. So I got a ton of acrylic organizers in here. I just got some wax paper. I grabbed a bunch of new washcloths for the kids' bathroom, so I'm gonna wash those. I got some new dishcloths as well because I am in desperate need of some dishcloths. And then we got garbage bags for the bathrooms, a couple new cleaners, and then we also grabbed some soothers. And by we, I mean me and Quinn. We planned on taking her soothers away in the new year. She is 2.5, but now we have the trip to Disney World coming up, so I decided we're just going to let her keep them for a little longer until the flight and the trip is over, and then we will work on that. But I'm going to take everything out of here and get everything ready to go. The stickers on these containers were ridiculously hard to get off. I honestly almost wish I just left them on here. I don't know why they make them so ridiculous to try and get off of these. I guess I do think it's a theft thing, so you can't just rip them off in the store easily. But I have no idea. I think there must be a better solution to this. But I did end up trying to use my lemon essential oil to get the rest of these stickers off. I thought that would work because it works so well getting stickers off of my windows or my floors. But I won't lie to you guys, this did not work very well. I still had to use my scraper and scrape the rest of the stickers off of here. I don't know if I had too much paper left over. The lemon oil works really well to get the stickiness off, but I could not get off all of the residue from the actual sticker. So if you guys have a better trick, please let me know down below in the comments because this was way harder for me than it should have been.
What they say, are we okay the way we are? Well, tell me, do I really have to change? 'Cause I don't know how to be heard.
So this is our half bathroom on our main floor, and I honestly rarely use this bathroom, but I did decide to stock it up with some girl products and just other things that I might want or need down here instead of having to run upstairs to get them. Or of course, if we have guests that need or want something, they can just grab it out of this drawer. And then in the second drawer, I am just restocking the toilet paper. I do have a couple more empty drawers in this bathroom. Like I said, we are very fortunate to have quite a bit of storage and space in this house, so I'm just leaving those open for now until I decide what to put in there. Now we are moving on to the next day, and as you can see by these clips, the next project that we are tackling is cleaning out my fridge. I have not done this in so long, and I knew there were so many different expired foods and items in here that I needed to get rid of. I also am going to be doing a deep clean of this fridge, which, to be honest, I didn't know we could get some of the pieces out of here that we were able to get out of it today. So some of these have never been cleaned, and it definitely shows there were some pretty disgusting messes. So here is an overview of everything that we had in our fridge, and it looks so much worse when it is sitting out on the island. I had no idea we had this much food in our fridge, and now I'm just showing you a quick overview now that it is empty and just how dirty it was. These clips don't even do it justice. It is very hard to tell, but there was so much caked on food and who knows what else on the shelves of this fridge. So I'm going to start popping all of the shelves off so I can give these a really good scrub down in the sink. So I'm just using my Dawn Power Wash and a Scrub Daddy to scrub these shelves down. And I remember probably last year sometime, I made a comment in one of my videos that I didn't understand the hype about the Scrub Daddy sponges. I thought they were just as good as any other generic sponge, and I take back everything I said. These sponges are by far superior, and I will probably never go back to generic store-bought sponges. This worked so well, and I absolutely love using it. I will still buy the cheaper sponges for the grosser messes, but I am definitely sold on how good these Scrub Daddy sponges are. So I ended up scrubbing and cleaning this bottom shelf out while it was still in the fridge because I had no idea that this shelf could come off. You will see Justin in the fridge right now as I am scrubbing down another shelf, and he was messing around with the shelf in here and getting all of the drawers out for me, and it uncovered the most disgusting mess. I am going to share it with you in the next clip. It does look like mold, but I promise you it wasn't. It was actually chocolate that had been sitting here for probably about 2 years, which really is no better. It's gross, really gross when you think of it, but I specifically remember when this happened, me and the kids were making chocolate pudding and I spilt it in the fridge, and I remember thinking I was never going to be able to get it all, and I obviously did not because it has been sitting underneath this shelf for the last year or two.
You're gone now, will you call me back? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know.
These are also the kind of messes that these cheaper dollar store sponges come in handy because I can clean it up and then I can just throw the sponge out because I don't want to use it on anything else, and I don't feel guilty about it since it was very inexpensive.
I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you travel the world, all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your end destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation.
So now that the inside of the fridge is clean, I am just going to quickly scrub out the drawers from the fridge with my power wash and my Scrub Daddy. These are another area that I was popping pieces off that I didn't even know would come off to really give these the best possible clean that I could. Once I was finished scrubbing this drawer, you will see me rinsing it out and putting it off to the side, but then I noticed a disgusting mess underneath one of the plastic pieces. I didn't even know it came off, but luckily I was able to get it off so I can clean every single inch of this.
Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your end destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your end destination.
This entire project took me way longer than I originally thought it would. As you can see out the window, it was actually getting dark outside. That's how long it took me. I think the entire process was about 2 hours, but now that we are finished scrubbing down the fridge and cleaning every inch of it, I am going to start going through all of the food on my countertop and just throwing out anything that is expired. You guys don't have to come at me about throwing out food and wasting food. I already feel bad enough. I absolutely hate wasting food, and of course it was unintentional, but unfortunately I did end up throwing out quite a bit of stuff and condiments and sauces. So like I said, you don't have to yell at me in the comments because I already know.
Wake up 2 p.m. I don't know where we are. Looks like a cheap motel with our clothes on the floor. I don't know how we ended up here. And we've been flying high. Are we going too far? I got no cash left and I'm losing my job over you. But I don't care about that. But I got you close.
As I was putting everything back in the fridge, I was just admiring how clean it was in here, and it just felt really good to practically have a brand new fridge. Like I mentioned earlier, there were some parts of this fridge that have never been cleaned. I have, of course, cleaned my fridge many times. I have stayed on top of cleaning the actual fridge itself, but I have not cleaned underneath the bottom shelf. I didn't even know that popped off. I don't even think I've cleaned underneath the drawers. So it felt really good to get all of that done, and I will definitely be making sure I stay on top of that in the future. We have owned this fridge for 10 years, and I guess it is better late than never.
I've been chasing you like the tail of a dog. I don't get no sleep when we kiss in the dark like we do. I just love the way it feels. Yeah, I know it's bad, but I can't resist. When I look in your eyes, I don't know what is real. All I know is that I could go anywhere, as long as you're with me. Oh, I'm drunk and I know it, but
So now that my fridge is clean and empty, I decided it was a good time to go to Costco to stock up on all of the things that we were needing. I haven't done a grocery haul in a while, so I thought it would be fun to include one for today's video. But we are gonna start off on this side. We got some strawberries, some mushrooms, a bag of apples, which Quinn already ripped into, some cauliflower, and some carrots. I grabbed big grocery bags, or no, garbage bags, sorry, big garbage bags. I got a case of black beans, corn, our coffee pods, some waffles, and some Fruit Loops for the kids for easy, quick breakfasts, whipped cream, cucumbers, and applesauce, which Quinn also ripped into. I got a case of coconut milk. We use this in a bunch of different recipes. Some yogurts for the kids, some green beans for a vegetable for dinner, some butter, avocado, peppers, chickpeas, and then we got these Premier Proteins. We've never tried these ones. They have this cafe latte flavor, so hopefully they're good because there's 18 of them, so I'm sure they're fine. We got a pack of tofu. We always like to do a vegetarian meal once or twice a week, so we use tofu for that. We got this Korean barbecue. It's like a pork jerky. We got 2 bags of that because the kids like to bring it for lunch snacks. We got this kind of nut mix. It's really good. Cheese slices. We got some Parmesan cheese, Parmesan cheese, 2 cases of the Alani energy drinks, and I already got into this one. I grabbed a cherry slush one. It is the best flavor. I got some bacon, a ham, these Brookside chocolates. These are really good if you were looking for a lower calorie snack. Chicken parmesans for an easy dinner. I got some nacho chips, which I dropped twice, so they're pretty much just crunched up. I don't even know what we're gonna use those for now. Some chicken nuggets for the kids, some spring rolls for Justin and I, the kids' vitamins, a big jug of syrup, some Tylenol for the kids. Justin wanted his protein powders, so we're gonna try this one from Costco, which we never have. I got some chicken wings, some chicken breasts, and some ground beef. We got some juice boxes, baby wipes, and some cookies. So that is everything that I got from Costco today. So that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending this time with me. I did also want to quickly just share the grand total of this grocery haul. I always like to share it. I'm always interested when other people do grocery hauls. So the total was $783.52 for groceries that will probably last us 10 days, which is insane. But I did use my Costco cashback coupon. We do have a Capital One MasterCard through Costco, and you get a percentage back of what you spent the year before. So that covered this grocery haul and then some. So that pretty much makes it free, right? That's how that works. So I'll try to just think of it that way. But thank you guys for being here. If you did enjoy today's video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you all next Friday with a brand new video. Bye guys.